The most figure you made a year with your restaurants?
Our first store grossed 60 million in the first year.
Whoa.
2.
Whoa.
About 60 million.
Am I speaking to a millionaire right now?
Yes. I've got like 26 cars.
What keep the poor broke to you?
Put it down to confidence, to be confident enough to go and believe that you can be successful.
If you want to be millionaire, then you have to speak to the millionaires. Don't take advice from poor people or broke people.
Well, guys, we're blessed. I'm live here in Cape Town to interview the big business owners here in Cape Town. Come on, guys, let's go. Pooh. Guys, we're blessed. I'm live here with
Tony,
where are you from?
I'm from Canada and America. I'm dual citizen, but I've been in South Africa 15 years.
Whoa, that's big.
I know, yeah. I'm basically South African now, I guess. Yeah.
So what do you do for a living?
I own restaurants with my husband.
Whoa, for how long?
Well, it's been about 10 years now, going strong. But in Cape Town, only about 2 years.
What made you go into cooking?
I cooked to pay my rent in Toronto when I was about 18 years old, literally. Did me well. And then I got heavily tattooed and fell out of it and then worked in shops. And then now I came back to cooking, so.
The most figure you made a year with your restaurants?
A lot. Our first store grossed 16 million in the first year.
In a rand?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's
But
big.
it's a lot of hard work and it wasn't easy. And
Alright,
I cried a lot.
So how did you start? Were you born to a rich family or you made all this yourself?
I don't come from a rich family at all. I actually was a single parent and worked my butt to the bone. Don't ever give up, I guess. And positivity is always the key. You can do it, I promise. If I can do it, you can do it.
What's the biggest challenge you're facing in your business right now?
I would say juggling everything because we're doing everything. So I don't just cook. I teach people how to cook, and then obviously I step out of the kitchen, and then it's management and social media and accounting, and there's a million different parts, and it's always moving. So obviously stretching yourself across all those boards is very difficult, but it's stressful. It's a high stress, but it's worth it in the end, I guess.
So while growing up, was restaurant business your passion?
It has to be a passion. If you don't love doing it, definitely always do something you love. If you don't love it, then why are you doing it, I guess?
Was there ever a time in your life you were seriously broke?
I was broke at 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I came here, I met my husband, and he was a tattoo artist, and he was well known, and then we started traveling together, and then we just kind of clicked on the business realm of things and worked well together.
What keep the poor broke?
Oh, that's difficult. Everybody has dealt with, a really crappy hand of cards. I don't expect someone to just be able one day to wake up and just fall into millions. But it does, I think it's always mentality. It's not always what you've been given. If you want to change it, you can.
Will you say you're a millionaire or you're a billionaire?
I'm not a billionaire. I'm a hard worker.
At what age were you when you made your first million?
I would say 30.
Oh, how old are you now?
I'm 37.
Whoa, that's a small gap.
Yeah.
Someone broke watching this video right now. What's one best advice you want to give?
There's so much. There's a million different things. I mean, don't expect it to happen just like immediately. Hey, I worked for a lot of people and I always treated their business like it was my own. And then I think that with them trusting me, they obviously taught me a lot. So it's not just, you're going to go work hard, you love what you do. It always don't look at someone else and be jealous of what they have. If you find someone who has something that you want, you should actually befriend them. And I'm not saying befriend like be, funny with them. Befriend them and actually learn from them and be like, how did you do it? Exactly what we're doing right now. Asking me, how did you do it? What did you do? That's how you learn and how you progress. And then go, okay, thank you, you helped me, and move on. And then as you climb the ladder, you just kind of learn more and more and more until you get...
Can you go back, lose everything and start all over again?
Yeah, if I had to start over again. sometimes I'm like, oh, I wonder if I can just... I've got another restaurant idea. Maybe we can just leave this
What separates the poor from the rich to you?
Okay, like I said, if you're dealt to be in an area or that's not maybe, you were never born with money, it was never handed to you, it's really difficult to say because the separation obviously becomes where you began. However, there are ways and means to get out, but I don't think it's that easy for everyone. You know what I mean?
Costly thing you bought this year.
I don't go that much. My husband's worse. He buys me things. I'm the one I penny pinch.
Oh, I just interviewed this millionaire lady right now. From cooking at the age of 18 just to pay her rent to becoming a multi-time millionaire. Whatever passion you have, push, stick to it, and hustle hard. You're gonna get there definitely. Come on, guys. What up, guys? We're Plus Time Life here with
Alan,
Where are you from?
from Cape Town.
What do you do for a living, sir?
I'm an automation engineer.
For how long?
10 years.
Oh, what made you go into it?
It's the industry my father was in and fixing things. As a kid, took things apart to see how it works and put it back together. And
What's the biggest challenge you're facing in your business right now?
competency. We lack a lot of competency in our industry. Most of the skilled people are leaving the country. It makes our work harder for me. It makes more work for me.
What's the biggest revenue you made a year?
About 60 million. I make 25% of all the GPs, so it's an ambitious target. So
Oh, so that's
just make more money every day.
that's seriously. Were you born to a rich family or you made it yourself?
I made it myself.
Someone want to go into your business. What's the best advice you want to give?
Never give up on your dreams. Be the best version of yourself every day.
What's the biggest mistake you made in your business?
Trying to please too many people at the same time.
Whoa. Was there ever a time in your life you were seriously broke?
To chase my dream, I had to leave my job. Left the country, moved over to the UK, looking for work. Well, that was self-inflicted. Then I found a job at Airbus, started learning how to build planes, just carried on from there.
So someone broke watching this video right now. What's the best advice you want to give?
Speak to the right people. Don't speak to people who aren't where you want to be. So if you want to be a millionaire, then you have to speak to the millionaires. If you want to be an engineer, speak to an engineer. Find out what it takes to be the person you want to be, you know. Don't take advice from poor people or broke people, you know. It's just my philosophy, you know.
So am I speaking to a millionaire right now?
Yes.
Whoa. How old were you when you made your first million?
I was 36,
Whoa, how old are you now?
46.
Do you feel you have lived your dream?
I'm living my dream. I'll just live for my kids and my family now.
What's the biggest mistake you've done that you don't want your kids to make?
Getting involved with the wrong people, the wrong friends that don't have your ambitions or don't have your best interests at heart. Yeah, choose your friends wisely.
What's the biggest financial mistake you've made?
Trusting people with my money that I shouldn't have trusted them with, you know. Everyone will try to take your money from you. But, you know, because of my wife, you know, that's also very important. A good partner that is a sense of common sense. She was also a big deal.
What are the secrets that made you a millionaire?
Giving. I found giving to be a bigger blessing. So the more I gave, the more I received. Trusted God with a lot in my life. I always felt that because I grew up poor, I used all my money, whatever I had left, for the poor. So whether it was putting them through school or feeding them or whatever, so it doesn't matter how much I gave, God always gave back more.
What keep the poor broke?
I think it is the mentality of not being good enough and also not having the right teachers and the right influences, the people that you surround yourself with. A lot of poor people surround themselves with poor people and they'll always be poor because of that. You know, they never aspire to be better than where they are. But you have to work very hard.
So what's the most costly thing you've bought this year?
I've got like 26 cars.
Whoa, that's big. What biggest car you have?
That doesn't matter. It's just a hobby, you know. I take more pride in my bicycles. I spend more money on my bicycles.
So that's big. What up, guys? We're Blast I'm live here with.
Devin Bosch,
Whoa, I see the car right here. What do you do for a living?
I'm a CFO of a property group.
Where are you from?
Port Elizabeth originally, but we moved here last year.
How did you start? How did you go into it?
I've been an entrepreneur from a young age. Started my own real estate company back in Port Elizabeth and East London, and then we sold it, came to Cape Town, and then
That's big. What's the most revenue you made a year?
no, I don't want to disclose that.
Were you born to a rich family or you made all this yourself?
I was born into a decent, well-off family, but I mean, they showed us how to hustle. They never really gave us anything, you know, to alleviate our lives. But yeah, we all went to university, all went to good schools, so I think it helped.
At what age were you when you made your first million?
27 maybe.
How old are you now?
30.
That's
30
crazy.
next month. So.
Was there ever a time in your life you thought you'd be like this? Was there ever a time in your life you felt you won't be like this?
No, I always knew.
You always knew.
Yeah.
What's one thing that kept you pushing in life?
I'd say my grandpa and my parents. I always looked up to them. They're quite good entrepreneurs, so I always wanted to be similar to them and create a good life for my family.
So someone that's broke, can that person still be an entrepreneur?
Yeah, anyone. You get partners that know how to do the job well, and that's all you need, really.
What's the best financial advice someone has given to you?
Save and invest. That's what you have to do. Don't splurge on things you don't need.
What's the biggest challenge you're facing now as an entrepreneur?
Probably the market at the moment. Low stock, I would say, in the property market especially. Yeah, not anything else. Everything's going really well. So yeah.
What keeps the poor broke to you?
Their mindset. They think they can't get there because they don't have the money, but it's not true. You just need to make the partnerships and ask the right questions.
What's the most costing you've bought this year?
Oh, in my car.
Crazy. How much is it?
1.2.
Whoa, so that's big.
That's huge.
Someone broke watching the video right now. What's the best advice you want to give?
Just keep asking questions, keep knocking on the doors, and create it for yourself.
What biggest financial mistake you've made?
Investing in oil.
What up, guys? We're Black Side of Life here with.
Hello, George.
Wait, where you from?
So I'm from Cape Town. My family's from Greece originally. I own a few coffee shops around the city.
Whoa, that's big. How long? How did you start?
So I started, it was COVID year actually, it was 2020. I was 22 years old, so it was a very daunting project for me. So it's been 5 years now.
Whoa, so what made you go into it? What inspired you to go into it?
I guess I studied a marketing degree and I always wanted to be behind a brand, I guess, that stood for something big.
So how did you start? Were you born into a rich family or what did you make yourself?
So look, fortunately enough, I did have my father as an investor. But you still needed that core idea, you still needed that passion. And for any young business owners out there, there are investors out there. People are usually too shy to ask, right? And to go out and find investors, and they kind of give up before they start. So yeah, that's some advice, I guess.
What's the biggest revenue you made from your businesses?
I don't know if I can share numbers like that, but I can say that we've sold more than 400 coffees on a day, and more than 200 milkshakes on a day before. So yeah.
What's the biggest challenge you're facing in your business right now?
I'd have to say we're just coming out of season now, out of winter. So Cape Town's a very seasonal place, especially these days, now more than ever. So the biggest challenge would be to handle winter, and to do well enough in winter and to make profits in every month, not just 6 months of the year.
So when I want to go into your business, what's the best advice you want to give?
I would say find your passion, because if you don't have that love for what you do, you're going to quit at the first challenge.
So someone broke watching the video right now. What's one best advice you want to give?
Don't give up. Choose your goal, put your head down, work towards it, and stay true to your vision.
Can someone that doesn't have money go into your business?
Yes, definitely. If you got that core idea and you got someone who, if you don't have the money to start it, then if you have someone who also shares your goal and believes in your dream and your vision, then the possibilities are good.
What keeps the poor broke to you?
A very tough question, I know it's not easy for everybody to follow their dreams. I would say confidence. I'll put it down to confidence, to be confident enough to go and believe that you can be successful. I think that's a big hurdle that many people fail at. That's the first hurdle that stops people from progressing, I can say.
What's the biggest financial mistake you've made?
Opening marginal stores. I was too eager to just, I thought everything I touched turned to gold, and I grew it a bit quickly at a point in time. Yeah, I guess in future I'll be more measured. But the biggest financial mistake is maybe too overconfident, So,
what's the most costly you bought this year?
I bought an ice cream machine recently.
Oh, how much is it?
Quite expensive.
How much is it?
40,000 for the one that I bought, It's
crazy. What's one piece of advice you give to younger self?
Go out less with your friends on the weekends.
Do you feel you would have made it without your father?
I like to think so. I owe him a lot. I'm very thankful and very grateful for everything he's done for me, but I want to say yes.
If you go back or lose everything and start all over again, what's the blueprint like?
I think I was fortunate enough. My first few years were good. I'm only 5 years in. I wouldn't do anything differently.
The age you were when you made your first million?
I was 23.
How old are you now?
27.
So when you say you're a millionaire, you're a billionaire.
You're gonna have a few million, So the business is called George's Coffee Bar.
Okay. Where's it located?
Yeah, there's 5 stores currently. There's one in Long Street and Batencamp Street in the city of Cape Town, CBD. There's one in Marine Circle, Parow, and there's one on Voortrekker Road in Maitland.
All right. Thank you. Check it out. Check hit how, guys. Whoa, that's it for the week. We're done and dusted. So many millionaires and entrepreneurs in the streets of Cape Town, guys. Just learn today, whatever you're doing, stick to it. Don't change. Have the passion, have the faith. You're gonna get there. If this video inspired you, make sure you like and share to a friend. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers, guys. Come on, let's go. Pooh!